You're watching Cairo Media Network.
Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
So I require more, better than we ever had before. You gon' be hard, so I couldn't blame. Basic bottom show, what do you want greater? I am the wave, be surfing. I show you how to get this pay, will I be stacking?
Woo! Y'all, welcome back to Bey Windows. Oh my gosh, here we are. It's another week, y'all. We doing this thing. I am so excited to just dive into this conversation on tonight, y'all. We are still moving and grooving with Jasmine Sullivan, who has woken up my soul. I'm telling you. And tonight we're gonna talk a little bit about pick up your feelings, because I don't know where she went to write this song. I don't know where she went. But wherever she went, I know I've been there. I'm trying to figure that out. So trying to put that language there. And hopefully tonight we can actually do that together. And when she said, I'm trying to find a fuck to give you, I don't have any more fucks to give some people. And I had to get to that point. I had to learn what that meant for me first. And then how to deliver that message in a way that moved me forward and moved them away from me. Okay? So tonight we're going to talk about all of that. And I have a special guest for y'all. Y'all are going to meet the Kevin Lewis out of U City, baby. He goes by KO. I'm going to introduce y'all to a male voice who is phenomenal. And we have some pretty good conversations. And if I like our conversations, I figure y'all would enjoy him too. And his perspective is key to how we can move on and heal. And when it comes to these breakups, I just want to hear what he has to say, because I've actually never spoken with a man about how he deals with breakup. So we're going to talk about it tonight. Welcome to Bey Windows, y'all. Kevin, come on now. Say hello to the people.
Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
You know what? I think we're going to find out tonight. It depends on how you answer these questions.
Oh, okay. Shoot.
Yeah, we got to answer these questions.
I had hopes for us, baby. Shoot your questions.
So you know the song "Pick Up Your Feelings." First of all, when you heard that song, how did it hit?
Listen, let me tell you something. It hit me like I got punched in the stomach by George Foreman. I love the song. And even though Jasmine is singing it and she's a female, it's still applicable to me as a male. I'm like, come pick up your feelings.
Man.
And I'm up cleaning too.
Like, what's your favorite part of the song? Can you sing it for us? Give me a little bit of that throat action.
And I bet you I look better, don't I? No, I'm just playing. I think, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm trying to find a fuck to give for you. That
one. It was so impactful.
I think that's one that stick out for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Get to that breakup. It's a matter of I am so done. You get no more energy from me.
Exactly.
And I love that she was able to capture that in a song. The way that she did.
I just like Jasmine anyway. You know, that's my favorite. I'm glad we are talking about my favorite. Jasmine, if you see this, I just want you to know that I really appreciate you.
Man. But like, here's the thing though. I love how you said that even though it's a female who's singing the song.
Correct.
It still applies to you as a man. Like that moment of breakup, that moment of just done can apply to anybody. And the craftiness of the song where she actually led us through the story of, look, I didn't forgave you. We didn't try to talk it out. I took it back already. Yeah. And at this point, I'm cleaning up my house. I'm packing everything up. And while I'm packing everything up, I'm gonna need you to come get your shit.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I understand.
Yeah. And oftentimes we take too long to get to this point of ending something that we should have. We get to the point of fed up.
Agreed.
Right. And then also oftentimes people do some real unhealthy things to either get out of a relationship or once a relationship is over.
Correct.
And so I'm really interested. And tonight is all about releasing some emotional baggage. It's about really looking at yourself in terms of that relationship and when it should end. And then it's also about us taking a moment to think about how we should end a relationship in a way that is healthy and productive. So I don't want to catch a case. We're not catching cases no more in 2025 and forward. We're going to break up a lot better.
Don't let nobody trick you off the streets. You know how we say it. Don't let nobody trick you off the streets.
Look, keep your business intact, even during a breakup.
Right.
So I'm interested. So I want to play a little game. I want to play a little game with you, Kevin.
You want to play? You want to play a game with me?
I want to play a little game. So it's a Jasmine Sutherland Pick Up Your Feelings game, right?
Okay.
Don't worry about it. She didn't do it. You can pay me for it later, though, Jazz. You can pay me for it later. So what have you left at someone's house before that you had to go retrieve at a breakup, and you was just sitting back trying to really contemplate whether or not you really wanted that thing?
Oh God. You know what? Everybody's experience is different. For me, I am the type of person, I get my own stuff. I'm not leaving nothing at your house.
Wait a minute.
I don't want nothing broke. I don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? But to answer your question, I think something that I left at somebody's house is clothing, right? Articles of clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Something that I really wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like a shirt or like, I don't really leave big things at people's houses, if that makes sense. It's different for me.
So you never had a drawer? You didn't have the drawer, the cabinet, your shelf in the cabinet?
I have had that before. You know what I'm saying? Somebody give me like the corner of the bottom drawer. Yeah. I've had
and then
that.
The breakup happened, right? It happened. Like this was an unplanned event. And then you realize whether they broke up with you or you broke up with them, that you had your stuff over there.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But see, in them situations, I'm telling you, you asking the right person. I'm like Robert De Niro in Heat. You know, I got the don't be attached to nothing that you can't leave when the funk come. You can have it.
So wait,
what?
So what you're saying is, while you're in the relationship with this person, you only leave insignificant things at their house.
That's right.
That's what you said.
Right. That's
so
right.
They think they're doing something by giving you a drawer or a shelf, and you have items there. And you said, I don't give a fuck about this stuff.
I don't give a damn. Because if it's killing my peace, I don't want it. I'm gonna be honest with you. But like for me, I have had that drawer, the bottom drawer.
The bottom.
The bottom, specifically the bottom. Specifically the bottom. Yes. The corner of the drawer, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, your drawers is right there. Because for me, I always had this apprehension about leaving things at women's houses. Because I would never live, me personally, I wouldn't live with a woman unless it was mutual, right? So I'm not moving in. Those are that's just my overnight stuff. You know how women carry an overnight bag, men have the bottom drawer. We don't get to bring an overnight bag. You know what I'm saying? We just leave drawers at your house.
Oh man. No, this is true. This is true. And I think like I don't know how men operate, but I know for women, like it's not always about our convenience while we leave things at the house. It's not always for convenience. Sometimes, and this for them other women, I have these friends.
Okay.
Where they leave the things just so that way someone else, if they so happen to come over, can see that shit when they come. Right? Right?
Men call that, I call that pissing on a tree.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, but
you're marking your territory.
You could also say squirting your breast milk everywhere, right? Because it's just the women. I'm just spraying.
Is it dripping all over the?
That's
a whole nother conversation.
It's fine. So like for women, it's not always about convenience. Sometimes I just want to make sure that I can leave my shoes right underneath the couch hanging out a little bit, because if he has another woman over here, she's gonna see them shoes and she's either gonna ask questions or she's gonna realize, that he has somebody else, right?
Yes. I had a situation where it always starts with a toothbrush.
It's the toothbrush first.
It's always a toothbrush first. For me, because I'm communicative, so I always talk. I always have open conversations with people that are, probably about to be, in a relationship with me or be, like that. So it always is a toothbrush, and then it turns into a shower ball, and then it turns into shoes.
Not a shower ball.
And then it's underwear. Women subtly leave drawers. Men leave drawers the first night. That's drawers.
I know I've gotten quite a few wife beaters. The tank tops.
Yes, you are right. Tank tops. Yes.
Yeah.
A V-neck for me. I leave a V-neck at your house, but that's about it for me. I think the most that I have. I'm trying to think. What did I leave at someone's house that I wanted back? I think I left a gun at somebody's house before.
Yeah. You said, give me my piece back.
Well,
how did that conversation go when you needed to retrieve it?
Yes. It was a very difficult conversation because it was an onslaught of, me getting yelled expletives coming my way, cussing me out. Right? Oh, you want your gun? You want your gun, huh? Come get it then. So now you like, I don't want to go get it. I might get killed, depending on what I did.
Yeah.
No, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? But I was pretty diplomatic about it. I was like, I'm gonna call the police. Give me my damn gun.
Wait a minute. So the black man called the police?
You damn right. It's either that or that. I don't want to die. You go there. An emotional woman will kill you and get away with it.
I love that so
Could you
much.
imagine being killed with your own gun? That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I just can't
Dumb
wait to get my gun, man. I'm dying.
Dumb
Yeah.
way to die for 100, Alex. But like that, so like the part in Jasmine's song where she said, "Do you need a ride?"
See, that never would be me.
No,
Never
she
would be.
said, "Do you need a ride?" Call that bitch that you decided that you was gonna leave me for, right?
See, that's
She
these scenarios, man. Let's talk about this for a second. Like, hey, Jasmine, what kind of guys are you picking? The guy don't have a car. He don't have a car.
This picker. That. You know what? I didn't even think about that part.
You don't have a car. To the left. You
What?
everything you own in the box. No, like, wait a minute. Me as a guy, let me tell you something about me, right? Me as a guy, I don't go into it with mistrust. I just go into it cautious, right? So before I start intertwining my life with you, I gotta do a couple of things. Now, if I come to ladies, I'm gonna give y'all a tip. To any woman that's listening to the podcast right now, and I know it's a lot of. If a man does not have a car, what the hell he doing in your house? You need a ride, call that bitch. Okay. I'm finna call her.
That is such a good point. Because here's the thing. If you are allowing this individual to move into your home and come into your space, you are, as you said, intertwining your life at a whole other level. But it sounds like, ma'am, it sounds like you're allowing him to use you.
That's what I'm saying. Right? That's what I'm saying. It don't sound right.
He's not established as an independent individual. So y'all break up and he can't even put his stuff in his car to drive away.
I was so disappointed with Jasmine because I'm in love with her. And I felt like you making bad choices, Jasmine. You got a man standing in your house, ain't got no car.
You got to make an appeal. Let her know you have a car.
I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Give her a different experience.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Give her a different experience. So here's the thing. Like when we're looking at the lyrics of this song, and I'm looking at them in front of me, like,
Sam, let's hear him. Come on, give it to me. Let me hear it. Because I know
him. Because I know him. I put a lock on the door where my heart once was.
You had your fun.
Well, you had your fun. But
so now I'm really done. Yeah, I had enough.
Now I'm really done. I deserve so much more than you gave to me.
So now I'm what?
Me.
So you could what?
My peace.
So you can do what?
In them streets.
But don't forget.
Like when you get to the point of recognizing that you allowed somebody to play in your face.
Yeah.
Like I ignored all of the signs. I ignored all of the emotions. I ignored all of the things that was literally right under my nose. And I have to take accountability for the fact that I let you play with me. And so now I have to be done in order for you to move on out my face. Like that growth that happens. And so like, when we get to the point of recognizing that we have the capacity to control some things by just paying attention and being real with ourselves.
For sure.
We won't get in spaces like Bernadine from Waiting to Exhale. Okay, look, because she ignored some shit. And she got to the point where he told her to pick up her feelings and her shit in a way that was just uncouth, man. But here's the thing. How she went out, how she ended that relationship, how she helped herself move on was not only expressive, but it was also very explosive.
Yeah.
And for some people, it was
Literally.
and a blueprint. We're gonna watch the scene real quick, and then we're gonna go to commercial, y'all. Because when we come back, we're gonna help y'all talk about how to move on in a way that's a little bit more productive and healthy. All right. But Bernadine, I ain't gonna lie, this scene is iconic.
This motherfucker is psychotic. I bet you there's serial killers less anal.
Yeah, white woman's probably the only one who'll tolerate your smug ass. Yeah, I was your white woman for 11 years. Couldn't have started that damn company without me. Hell, I worked my ass off.
I mean, I got a master's degree in business, and there I was, his secretary, his office manager, and his computer.
No, Bernadine, you can't start catering business this year. Why don't you wait a few years, huh? Yeah, don't start it right now. Wait 1, 2, 3 years. I need you to be the fucking background to my foreground.
732. 732. The number of times we made love. I remember when that bastard told me he was counting right after 51. I'll show you. Fuck me for not leaving your ass there.
But the worst, all the fucking worst, making my kids go to a school with only 2 other black children because you don't want them to be improperly influenced. Well, guess what, John? You're the motherfucking improper influence. Get your shit, and get out.
Hey, it's Pastor Kim from It's Just Kim Live Show, and you're watching Pyro Media Network.
What's going on, y'all? It's Kwame Speaks from Kwame Speaks Live, and you're watching Pyro Media Network.
Hey y'all, it's Nicole D. Vick from Nicole D. Vick Live, and you're watching Pyro Media Network.
Woo! Boy.
No, I'm just playing. If you have some boy, whew, and see, that's why I told you. That's why I do not leave my belongings at another woman's house because she burning your shit, dog.
She burning. No,
She's burning your shit. She's gonna destroy your belongings. Most men know that.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute.
What?
the Bernadines of the world are absolutely burning and cutting up and bleaching all of the shit. They are. But not every woman is a Bernadine. We got to clear that up.
Okay. For the sake of being fair, I'm going to say that I can't speak for all the women on the planet. I can't think that. But if you ask any guy, he will tell you. He will tell you the reason why he does not leave his belongings at a woman's house is because she's going to destroy them.
Oh my!
I guarantee it. I've had clothing destroyed, burned.
So you're telling me that men don't do these things? This is just
I'm gonna be honest with you. There are some men who will destroy your belongings.
Okay.
They will. Listen, I'm fair. I can't say that it's just women who will do it, but by and large, women do it more than men because we have a code that says if you destroy a woman's property, you pretty much are a ban. You're a ban. A ban. We call you a ban. Not a man. A ban.
Got it. Hopefully y'all know what that means.
And I want to add this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell you. I want to add this to it before you say this. Angela Bassett had the sexiest walk-off mad.
Look.
That's the sexiest I'm mad walk-off in the world. And I just want to let her know that she could burn my shit anytime.
You know what? Angela Bassett is one of my celebrity crushes. I love
her too.
I haven't seen her feet, but from head to toe, I feel like she can get it.
Shit.
Just my personal. Hey, Angela.
Man, I'm telling you.
Hey. But like, here's the thing. When we're talking about these relationships and ending them in a way that is productive, right? Because we have to do better. One, with paying attention to the signs. Like, if I don't know if anyone ever watched Wait and Exhale or no, but in the movie, what happened was she knew exactly that he was cheating and who he was cheating with. She knew exactly what was going on. But for whatever reason, she decided to stay and ignored all the signs, ignored her own intuition. For what? And so when we get in this mode, we have to be able to ask ourselves some real questions when we get into these relationships. So we're gonna start talking. We're gonna go through these questions real quick, okay? So the first question. I feel like Bernadine needed somebody to ask her this, okay? How do you know when it's time to let go of something or someone? How do you know? Because there has to be something that occurs, something that is said. There has to be a change of behavior, right? Gotta go. So, KO, how do you know when it's time for you to just give somebody the straight up deuces?
For me, it's when they require me to step outside of my normal routine to adhere to theirs.
Routine, like, so you get up at 7 and they want you to get up at 8. Like, what do you mean?
Well, what it is that I look at it like a woman is trying to train you at that point, right? She's trying to get you on what we consider her program, right? So when she starts to do that, she's changing everything that's me, and it's now turning into her. I'm noticing that everything is infused with her, and I'm losing me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for me, that's when I notice. That's why I'm like, okay, this person is not stable enough or secure with themselves enough to where I don't have to be absorbed by them. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to be absorbed by my woman. I want it to be a mutual thing across the board. I want her and I to have an understanding and coexist together in a, mutual relationship where we're both happy. She's not responsible for my happiness, and neither am I responsible for hers. But see, when women start to absorb me, that's typically when I know it's time to let go.
It's time to peace out.
Yeah, okay. It's time to let go then.
All right. So for me, my biggest sign that it's time to move on is when we can't communicate anymore. Like
that's a good one.
about anything that truly matters. You don't have any more headspace and heart space for me. I don't have any more headspace and heart space for you. And we're getting to the point where we are at each other's throats.
Yeah.
Can't sit down and empathize with each other at all.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck about what I got going in my world. And I have stopped asking you questions about yours. So at that point, there is no care or consideration for one another. And we can't even come to some sort of understanding conversationally.
Correct.
It's just time to move on because we're not in a space,
I'd agree with that.
Not in the space of care. We can't do it. Anything after that is just going to be explosive. And we're going to start doing crazy things to each other. It's time to go.
You're going to be at each other's throats.
Yeah. Not interested.
You might as well just go ahead and just call it a wrap because it's over after that.
Yeah. Communication is everything.
Yes, it is.
Everything. So, okay. Cool. So question number two. What's your personal method of picking up your feelings after a breakup or an emotional setback? What's your personal method? We need some tips and tricks. How you do this?
Well, myself, this is not something for all people. It could be for, some people, but for me, how I pick up the pieces, how I pick up my feelings after a breakup, is I get real busy. I get very busy. Very busy, and I get extremely isolated. I don't want to. I take my mind off of the situation. I get really busy. I replace. I replace.
So are you the kind of person that, like, during the relationship when you know it's almost over, you start getting busy before the breakup actually occurs? So then she's like, I don't think you have any time for me. And then you have to break it to her. Or the relationship ends and you're like, all right, let me fill this time up.
Yeah, that's me right there. When the relationship ends.
You don't do the ease out of the relationship.
No.
Okay.
No. Because like I said, I'm very communicative. So, I'm expressing, and I'm always busy anyway. I stay busy anyway because that's just who I am as a person. So it's not fluff. I'm not selling you a dream and saying, oh, I'm busy. I really am busy. But now I'm busier.
Because I'm done with your ass.
Because I'm finished. Finito.
I got time because you're not here.
Bye.
So for me,
I had hopes for us, but I had high hopes for us, baby. Like I was on dope for us, baby.
Man, to go that high and crash.
I'll never get back again.
So for me, so my method of picking up my feelings, I'm a very reflective person. So I sit back and I ask myself a lot of questions that maybe I asked during the relationship, but I wasn't honest about, because that's important. I wasn't honest about the answer. But also picking out those lessons, because I am going to love me better after every situation that I get into. I am going to love the next person better after every situation. And so if I don't sit back and really take inventory, I'm doing myself a disservice first, and then whoever comes after, I'm automatically setting them up for failure with me. And so I take that time to really reflect. I need those lessons, because that relationship was for a purpose, and I'm gonna sit back and unpeel it.
For sure.
Yeah. So question number 3.
I like that. Reflection.
We got to do that. How do you maintain your boundaries when someone tries to cross them? Woo, this is a big one. Kevin.
Yeah.
How do you maintain your boundaries? And it's a delicate balance, because people be sensitive out here, and their feelings becomes your responsibility. Not just something for you to be aware of, but it becomes your responsibility when people don't manage themselves. So how do you set boundaries when someone tries to cross them? How do you do that?
I set boundaries, like I said, this is going to be consistent across the board. I set boundaries right out the gate. I have to. And the reason why that is because one of my main lines, and it's not even a line, it's something that I tell every young lady that wishes to be in a romantic relationship with me. And I say this out the gate. I do not want to be emotionally responsible for you. And when I say I don't want to be emotionally responsible for you, I'm not saying that I'm not going to be emotionally present for you. I just don't want to be emotionally responsible for you. Like, I don't want to have to talk you through certain issues that would cause me to take more time off of something productive for us. It just makes no sense for me. So how do I maintain them? How do I do that? Because I constantly reinforce that I have boundaries. I didn't always have them, though. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't always have them. The older that I get, I find myself getting and loving me more and hating people less because I set boundaries. So I love me more and I hate people less. If I do this, I'm gonna hate you less.
That's so good.
If we break up.
Yeah, that is so good, because we think about the point of the song where Jasmine was like, dude, you've been out here with all these bitches. And even Bernadine, you straight up getting cheated on. And it's because you didn't set boundaries.
Right.
You didn't set boundaries and you didn't reinforce them. And so when someone crossed them, now you mad.
Yeah, but check this out. Listen, there's a certain degree of entitlement that comes along with not thinking that your man could get tired of you.
No, this is true. That's a whole Kevin. See, you trying to go into a whole different conversation. That's gonna have to be an after show kind of thing. We're gonna have to do an after hours conversation with that. You going come back.
We will, because you said something earlier about intuition, and I'm saying, where was her intuition when he wasn't happy and made the decision to go out and get some new snatch?
Look, why? I'm not about to go there with you. That's a whole nother conversation. So look, I'm gonna answer this question. We're gonna need an after hours on that one. So for me, how do I maintain boundaries? So this is something that I'm getting better at. This is something I'm getting better at, because for me, I was that person that absolutely made a lot of room for people. It is in my nature to give people space within my head, within my heart, within my home, literally. And so I am getting much better at communicating more clearly who I am and what my standards are. And so for this, it is having those open conversations about how I am experiencing the other person.
Yes.
That's how I maintain my boundaries. I communicate how I'm experiencing you.
Right.
And then how it's not making me feel, but how I feel about how I'm experiencing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. When you do this, I feel like this.
Yes. And thank you, therapy. Thank you, therapy. Thank you, being in healing spaces. I am so grateful I have more people that's in my circle who do go to therapy, because we can practice this thing as friends and as family. So then in my romantic relationships, it's becoming a lot easier for me to communicate in those ways.
For sure.
But it took therapy. It took me sitting back and looking at me and saying, how can I get what I want without penalizing and criminalizing someone else who's also on a growth journey, right? Because no one is perfect. So I'm gonna tell you how I'm experiencing you, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it, and then we're going to set those boundaries accordingly.
Correct. I like that. But we need therapy. Black people need therapy, but that's a whole nother conversation. Maybe we can talk about it on our show. Maybe we can talk about a whole nother topic.
Whole other. All right. So question number 4. Have you ever regretted staying in a relationship too long? And how did you finally walk away? Have you ever regretted too long?
Look at my face.
You said no, you get out right away. You know exactly when it's time to go.
No. Have you ever regretted staying in a relationship too long? Hell yeah. So many times. So many times. you know, this might be another conversation for us or whatever, but I think it's different. You know what I'm saying? I think it's different from men, right? Because we stay longer than I think women would stay. We tolerate a lot of different things. Like you could make that face, but like this is a conversation that need to be had. Men martyr themselves in relationships. This is what I like to say. A man will sacrifice his happiness so the relationship will survive. A woman will sacrifice the relationship so her happiness can survive.
That's interesting. It's interesting because I'm different. I'm different. I recognize that. I don't regret staying in any relationship. I have stayed in relationships as long as I felt I needed to, for whatever reasons. And so when it's time to go, it's time to go. And so someone else may have looked at it and be like, girl, I would have left that individual. But for me, I didn't leave until I was really done.
Well,
and so I don't,
unicorn.
And so I don't regret it. I exhausted all possibilities before I left.
Right.
And so there's no regret there. I made sure that I made the adjustments during the relationship to be more considerate, to be more respectful, to be more communicative, to be more honest. I made the adjustments. I grew with the relationship. Eventually, it did not work. So it's time to go. So I don't have any regrets. And I finally walked away because I exhausted all the possibilities. And it wasn't the possibilities that I thought, it was the possibilities that I tried to go to that person and work through with them. And when we no longer could work through things together, now we have exhausted the possibilities and I have to go.
Right. So
and that's how I operate.
For me, is did I regret staying in a relationship? Yes. How did I finally walk away from it? It took a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because for me, I look at it like time invested, money invested. So I look at it like a failed investment into this relationship because it is an investment. So how did I finally walk away? Sometimes you just got to choose you. So I chose me. I finally chose me and just walked away. So, you know, it's one of them things, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times myself, I don't like to wait until it gets toxic. I like to say, hey, you know what? I thought this was something that you and I could both do. I'm not happy. Maybe we'll be just, you know, better as friends. And if not friends, then no harm, no foul. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. Maybe we'll be butterflies.
And it's interesting though, because this is me. I don't give anything that I wouldn't want to give in a relationship. So for me, the investment is first with myself. And then you get to benefit. So it doesn't matter what I gave in the relationship. I invested in me first by investing in you because we were investing in each other. And so as long as there was some mutuality there was some reciprocity there, I don't feel like I was losing out on anything. I gave and I did because I wanted to. And so, yeah, there's no regret there. I did everything I wanted to do within that relationship. I was honest about who I wanted to be in that relationship. Whether it was unhealthy, an unhealthy version of me or a healthy version of me, I was honest about who I wanted to be in that relationship. And so there's no regret there. So I have one more question, and we gotta do this quickly. What does emotional freedom look like to you? What does emotional freedom look like to you?
That's a good question. What does emotional freedom look like to me? Emotional freedom to me looks like me being able to express myself emotionally in a safe space. Freedom. Being able to tell how I feel about uncomfortable things that are uncomfortable for my mate to hear, for my significant other to hear. That's emotional freedom to me. being able to express it? Are you speaking in terms of a relationship? Or are you speaking in terms of just my being, who I am as a person? What's emotional freedom look like to me in my personal life?
Well, within a relationship.
In a relationship. Okay. So yeah, emotional freedom to me looks like I can express myself about things that make me uncomfortable without apprehension or feeling like I'm hurting her by expressing my hurt. So a lot of times, myself, I can only speak for me in a relationship, and what I've seen women weaponize my emotions towards the situation and make me feel guilty for expressing how I felt about an action that was perpetuated against me. So now there's a guilt trip. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, being emotionally free is being able to say that, or say those uncomfortable things about our relationship to my mate, or to my woman, or to my significant other, or however we want to frame it, and be able to do it in a space where I'm comfortable enough to do it and have liberty to do so without apprehension, without feeling like I'm going to be judged or put in a position where I feel like I'm the villain for feeling like something is being done to me.
Yeah. That's a good point. And I definitely agree with that. And that's another reason why a person should end a relationship, is if you cannot express your emotions freely. And let me be very clear. That doesn't mean I'm cussing you out because I'm mad and I want you to hear it all. Like that's not it. That's a very unhealthy approach to life and communicating with people. I'm not cussing you out because I'm mad, right? It's a matter of being able to freely express yourself and give of yourself moment by moment, whatever that is. Whether I'm extremely excited, and I can tell you that. Whether I am feeling like I am turned on and I want to have sex, I should be able to say that to you. Whether I am frustrated and irritated about life or you or anything, I should be able to express that. And the whole gamut of emotions, I should be able to experience with you, be able to communicate them, and it be heard and accepted. Maybe not agreed upon, but did you hear? Did you acknowledge me? Am I okay to be myself, right? Moment by moment. And so with that, emotional freedom is being able to move freely without a second thought, for me, without a second thought about how you're going to feel about how I feel. Yes. That's freedom. That's freedom for me.
That is freedom.
And thank you for coming on tonight, KO, and answering these questions with us, talking about picking up your feelings. We just scratched the surface with this conversation. There's so much. It's so much we need to talk about. And so can you please tell the people how they can find you, KO?
Yes, I can. You can find me at IAMAKING Studios on YouTube. I do My Interview with Life on TikTok is at My Interview with Life. You can find me at I'mAKingNetwork.com, and you can find me on YouTube. Like I said, at I'm a King Studios, and on Facebook, I'm Kevin R. Lewis. I do a docu-series called My Interview with Life, and it's on TikTok, and you can find me on that. So, yeah, I'm everywhere. You can find me everywhere, and you never know who I'm gonna pull up on next. Check out My Interview with Life on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere.
Yeah, and your podcast, Dirty Laundry, right?
And Dirty Laundry every Thursday at 7:30 Central Standard Time.
Yeah,
Dirty Laundry. See me on YouTube, on my YouTube page. I'm a King Studios, IAMAKING Studios. It's the black and gold. You know what time it is. You City, stand up.
Thank you, KO, for coming on tonight.
No problem. It is my pleasure. Thank you for having me tonight.
Y'all, look, we barely scratched the surface. Like, breakups are hard. They're hard, no matter where you are in your relationship, whether you just met somebody and you had a quick fall in love because you just had a passionate night, or you ended up being in a relationship for 13 years and y'all were dating for 3 months, you were married for 28 years, whatever. Separating yourself emotionally, physically, mentally from someone can be absolutely draining. And sometimes we stay in things just a little bit too long because we don't even want to think about the breakup. We don't even want to think about the start over. And we're prioritizing either our needs, because some of us is just in that relationship to get our needs met. You don't really want them. Or you are prioritizing someone else's feelings and their needs. And we just in all these unhealthy relationship dynamics. So what can we do? How can you help yourself? How can you help the other person even? Sit back and evaluate. Why am I even in this relationship? Am I actually getting something that is positive and healthy? Am I giving something that is positive and healthy to the other person? And if the answer is no, it's time to move on. And when it's time to move on, look, you don't have to burn up their stuff. You don't have to burn up their things. You don't have to cut it up. You don't have to do all of that. You can call the police, because KO said, hey, I needed to get my piece from her house, and I called the police because we're going to do this peacefully, right? Because we ain't got to be out here showing our asses, y'all. You can peacefully end the relationship. Now, if they crazy, run. Just lock your doors, change your locks, move to another state. We're not talking about that. But for the everyday person, have a conversation. Let them know where you stand. Arrange for them to come get their belongings and let them have their stuff and move on and take some time to reflect. So that way in that next relationship that you find yourself in, whether it's a situationship, whether it's a long-term committed relationship, whether it's an open relationship, hey, whatever it is, you're able to give your full self to that moment, and you can give what you need to give and receive what you need to receive, because in this life, the human experience is about elevation, improvement, and positive exchanges, but you can control that with your choices. Y'all have a good night, and I promise I'll be right back here, and we're going to do this again, y'all. We're going to talk a little bit more about Jasmine Sullivan. We're going to keep rolling because her album, Hotels, it was salvation for me at least, and I hope it becomes that for you. Take courage, y'all. Be well.
So I require more, better than we ever had before. Gon' be home, so I couldn't blame. Basic bottom troll, what do you want greater? I am no wave, be surfing. I show you how to get this paid, will I be stacking?
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.